Hi, and welcome to Conversation with Kathy. And we're so happy and excited to have a bunch of great folks from our community here. Going to tell you a lot of very important things going on today. So listen, call somebody. Tell them, hey, we're live here at WBLB, and we're talking about a lot of important things about what's going on in the community. So you listen up and be listening here. And so I'm just going to turn it loose to the folks, which one wants to go first, and I'm sure between all of us we'll have something to say, right?
Yes, ma'am.
You
sure
go right
will.
ahead.
Well,
Welcome.
again, we're so glad to be here today. Laura and I, and Erica, and again, we're glad to be here with you guys today. You know, I just want to give you a little background. I grew up about 5 miles out the road here on Robinson Track, and my mom was a very, very strong Christian woman, and we had WBOB playing in our house all the time. You know, it was ever since you guys started broadcasting back in 1973. She's been gone for about 15 years, but I know she's excited today to see me sitting here in WBLB
Yeah.
and hear me on the radio today. So I'm so excited about that. So, but we're just so glad to be here. We've got a lot of good things going on in the county. You know, we wanted to talk some about the fair. Laura, Erica, do you guys want to say a little bit, and I'll
Well,
kick
that
back
fair's
in?
coming up, ain't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
Kicking in next
Fair's
week,
coming
Yeah.
up next week.
24th. So
Yeah.
we're excited, and the opportunity we had to as a county to partner with the River Valley Fair Commission. So I think Erica's been involved in that, and Laura. And if you guys want to speak a little bit, then I'll keep.
Well,
back
we're
in.
happy to partner and provide that free gate admission for for our citizens and others. We've got some things going on that our Parks and Rec is doing. We've got some music that night. We're going to showcase some of our small traditional businesses, some of our farming businesses, and just really happy to be able to do that for everybody.
Great.
This board has always liked to give back, and we do that with all the festivals and things that we provide for the community. The board tries to be out and attend those things in force, and just glad to support like our Halloween trick-or-treat trail, our Winterfest, our Spring Fest, which unfortunately got rained out this year, but we were still ready, and those kind of things. So it's just a little bit of giving back to our constituents that this board can do.
That's great.
So-
That's awesome.
But
Well, we're just so glad to have you folks, and glad that you brought all this good information, because a lot of times folks will call us and say, when's this, when's that? So now they're going to know what's going on and what to look forward to. So that's great.
Yeah, I think that the New River Valley Fair is something that's historic for Pulaski
It is
County at
that.
this point, and it brings people in from all over the place to be able to come and enjoy rides and then vendors. And so for us to have the opportunity to have a Pulaski County family night, a night that's just
That's
about
wonderful.
Pulaski County, so that Wednesday night, July 26th, we'll showcase Pulaski County. That's the free gate admission night, and that's not just for Pulaski County residents. That's anybody that comes to the fair that night. So we think that's just one more invitation to everywhere, the region, to come and see what Pulaski County is all about. And then of course we'll have the vendors from the marketplace, some of our local craft and artisan vendors, and some music going on in the grandstand. So you'll come find us in the grandstand. We'll have a Dunkin' booth. No names as to who's going to be in that quite yet.
Yeah.
we're working on that.
But there will be.
I can volunteer a few. You
Well,
know,
I know, right? So the Dunkin' booth will be a good opportunity for people to come out and dunk a few faces that you might want to dunk, or take the opportunity to dunk a few people. So yeah, there'll be a lot of activities, as well as just all the regular fair activities.
Yeah, and what
Lined
music
off.
festival, entertainment are they having this year?
That night, in the grandstand that night, it will be Chad Cox. He will be there from 8 to 10. And then prior to that, from 5:30 to 7:30, Keith Goggin will be performing in the grandstand. And of course, I think they have the side stage. There might be some other
Yeah.
things going on, and I'm not fully certain what all that schedule is.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we're. Again, we're just so excited about partnering with these folks, and like Erica said, our local businesses are going. From the farmers market here in downtown,
Yeah.
the people that might never know about that or see that, they'll be able to showcase that at the fair and show what they've got, and hopefully they'll make trips back to Pulaski County on
Tuesday night.
Tuesday nights and come up and check the folks out at the farmers market. And that, again, it's going to showcase our local businesses plus our farming families. I mean, there's, they've got the beef show and the sheep show and all the vegetables so it's a great night, and again I think we're just going to be drawing people in that maybe don't know all this is going on in Pulaski County.
That's exactly
and
right.
let them know all the good things that's happening here. So we're real excited about it.
We really want to continue to bring people in through all these events and things to Pulaski County, show them the good things we've got going, show them who we are, where we came from, and work toward making ourselves that next level community. We have a goal of obtaining 40,000 people by 2030, and so a lot of this goes, and a lot of Erica's job with tourism, goes toward helping bring people in to see things, to learn about Pulaski County, and to know what's going on, and that we do have it going on.
That's absolutely, that's awesome, it really is. And I really appreciate you folks taking time to be with me today and sharing all this with me. And like I say, we're open anytime for anything you may have to let the folks know. Well, our doors are open, so keep that in mind as
We
well.
appreciate your having us and giving us the opportunity, and just glad to be here. And we'll all be out. The board will all be out, of course, at the fair this week. We'll probably try to be there every night, except maybe Thursday. And Thursday we do have another. We've got an SRX race coming up, which we'll talk about, I guess.
I know you
few
stay
minutes.
really busy.
We do stay a little busy.
And that's right, and so I know that we said our names earlier, and we see your all's names on papers and different things, so just introduce yourself to the folks again, that way they can put a face to all the names that they see, they'll know who they've been talking to.
Oh, so my name is Erica Talbert. I
And your
am
title?
newly hired as the tourism director for Pulaski County, but I've lived here my whole life, from, born and raised, never left. Didn't see any reason to.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm super excited to be in this role. I think I came in at a perfect time because we have hit the ground running.
Yes, you have.
We've got a lot
Trial
going
by
on.
fire.
Yeah, that's right. And it's been a lot of fun so far. It hasn't felt like work a single day yet. So
That's right. My
that's how
dad
you
used to
know
say,
you do it
work's
right.
not work if you enjoy what you're doing.
That's right.
And I think
Exactly
that's
right.
so true, don't you?
It is so true.
does.
It's very
And I
true.
think all of our board members love what they're doing. I'm Laura Walters, and I'm chair of the board, and I do stay a little busy. I try to get out, and opportunities like this give us the chance to be out and talking and working with our constituents, and down in the trenches and knowing what's going on, and that's hugely important to this board.
Right.
So
I'm Mike Mooney. I'm the supervisor for the Massey District. Again, I've been on the board now for about 8 or 9 months, and I can't tell you how much I've enjoyed. Well, I can tell you how much I've enjoyed it. I'm going to run for another 4-year term. So, it's just working with some good people. I mean, Laura, like I tell people, we couldn't have a better chairman
hard
for the
work
board
is good,
for the board of supervisors, and nobody works any harder and has more of a passion for Pulaski County than she does.
That's
So
exactly it.
it's nice when you're working with people like that. We work together, we talk all the time, and we're always looking for ideas, and we've got such a great support group with Erica and all the folks, and we've got Ethan over here. He's hiding in the corner, but he's done a great job for us this summer as an intern and helping us with a lot of stuff and our Facebook page and stuff. But we've got so many good things going on in the
I just
county.
can't say enough about our county staff. They're just they rock it every day. So.
Yeah, well, that's great. We're going to take just a minute and go to our sponsor, and then we'll be right back with you here. Don't you all go anywhere with Conversation with Kathy with all these great folks.
Norris Funeral Services, Pulaski Chapel, has been family owned and operated since 1890 and will continue to be. From one family to another, our goal at Norris Funeral Services, Pulaski Chapel, is to keep the family tradition in every aspect of our services. At Norris Funeral Services, Pulaski Chapel, we offer personalized, professional, and compassionate services to you and your family. Our goal is to lessen the burden on your family so that you can focus on celebrating your loved one's life and beginning your grief journey towards healing. At Norris Funeral Services, Pulaski Chapel, we have facilities that offer a warm, comfortable, family-oriented environment with traditional architecture and tasteful interior decor. We can accommodate all types of funerals and memorials, large and small, public or private. At Norse Funeral Services, Pulaski Chapel, our compassionate staff is committed to serving you in your time of need. We will do everything in our power to make your experience meaningful and memorable, and each family is treated as though we would want our own families to be treated. Norse Funeral Services, Pulaski Chapel, is located at 815 Randolph Avenue, Pulaski, Virginia, and the phone number in your time of need is 540-980-2600. Norse Funeral Services, Pulaski Chapel, celebrating life and healing grieving hearts.
Do you want me to say that?
Hi, and welcome back to Conversation with Kathy. We've got some great folks here that you've been listening and watching here at WBLB 107.5 FM and 1340 AM, as well as our TV platform and all. We've got some great folks with a lot of good information, so I'm just going to be here quiet if I can and let these folks have at it.
Well, thanks, Kathy. We another thing we really wanted to talk about was our SRX race coming up July 27th, which will be broadcast on ESPN. Probably the largest single sporting event to happen right here in Pulaski County. We've got a great list of drivers. Laura, you've got a list there. You want to?
Yeah, we've got Tony Stewart, Bobby Labonte, Brad Kasofulich, Holly Deegan, Ryan Hunter-Ray, Clint Bauer, Kyle Busch, Joseph Newgarden, Ryan Newman, Marco Andretti, Helio Castanevis, and Paul Tracy, among others. And so Thursday night, we're going to have the SRX race. It's the biggest event Pulaski County has ever had. We're very, very excited to it. And that's, in addition to the fair, which is summertime kind of thing, racing is also a summer kind of thing. And so we're really looking forward to our race. Frank Beamer is going to be our Grand Marshal, and we're really happy to have him and support Hokie Nation as well. I just think it's going to be a great time. So if you haven't gotten your tickets, there's still a few left, but they're going fast. Come on out and get your tickets for the race, and we'll be there as well. So
Yeah, what a great night. For the county. What a lineup. Of
Yeah,
drivers.
amazing.
Anybody that's been involved in NASCAR over the years knows these folks and all the NASCAR champions and the Indy 500 champions that are going to be racing right here at
Awesome.
Pulaski County Motorsports Park in Fairlawn. So we're so excited about that. And then
coming up after that, we don't want to let August go, without anything either. So actually, it's September. We're going to have the American Jet Sport Association race, the regional finals for the whole southwest eastern seaboard will be at Claytor Lake State Park on September 8th, 9th, and 10th. And we'll have also, you probably don't know a lot of the big names with that, but we'll have a lot of guys out there for that as well. This is going to support our ACE program at New River Community College. It's a fundraiser for ACE, and we're hoping that to raise some money to send our kids to school. As you know, ACE, they go to school free. The Board of Supervisors supports that, and like I said, this is a fundraiser for that program, but it's going to be another 3 days of water racing. And if you haven't seen it before, it's really interesting. There is a freestyle class, which is my favorite, and they do all sorts of tricks and flips and things that I would never think about doing. But it's going to be really, really fun. So,
But fun fact about you, right? You race jet skis, correct?
I have in the past.
I bet
So,
y'all didn't know that
yeah.
about your Board of Supervisors chairman.
I still ride. I don't race anymore.
Well, I
but
also heard she was
really have a good.
she was the ski queen of Claytor Lake too. So.
Yeah, I used to do a lot of water skiing
So,
as well. So I like water sports a lot, and from swimming all the way.
And this is
Coming
going to
and
be a
going, so.
huge event for Pulaski County and for Claytor Lake. because this is a championship event.
This is a championship event, and for the region, and then the winners of this will go to the national races. So we're really, really excited. It's the national sponsors include the Marines, U.S. Marines, and we'll have some of those guys there to help us, and we're just real excited about that. It's the first big race that's been on Claytor in years, and we were picked out of lots of lakes around this area.
Yeah,
So we're very excited about that
very
as well.
cool that they chose.
So bring out a chair, we'll have food, we'll have good entertainment, and it's good, we'll have kids classes as well. We have novice classes and all those kind of things. So check it out. We're hoping to we will have a booth at the fair that we'll stop by and see them, and they can tell you some of our racers will be there, our local racers. And our local racers are really good. They've also won national championships as well. So we're just real excited about that as well.
Absolutely.
So, we're getting ready to have all these people in Pulaski County from all over. We're so fortunate to have such good activities going on. So, Erica, would you like to comment a little bit on some of the things that they might want to look at and see while they're
While they're here.
Yeah, while they're here.
While people are joining us. So obviously we have all of these amazing outdoor activities. We have the New River Trail. We have the river itself. You can rent kayaks and canoes and paddling off. There's lots of places to eat. We have some great restaurants. And then
Where else do you go and find a county that has a lake, a river, mountain bike trails, hiking trails, 2 state parks, a plethora of local parks? It's just a great outdoor place to be, but we also have a lot of indoor stuff as well. So, and our new galleries.
Yes, so we have
Speak to that.
galleries located. So the galleries are kind of they're an opportunity for our visitors to stop in anywhere they are. It's kind of the visitor center coming to meet our visitors where they are, where they're visiting. So we have a gallery, which they are phone booths that have been built by our local high school, Pulaski County High School students have built these really neat phone booths. And they have all of the information with QR codes of places to eat, places to sleep, places to, our local wineries.
Camping, restaurants,
Anything
just
you could
anything you
want.
could do in Pulaski County.
There is
And surrounding
information.
counties, it goes a little further than that.
So we have one at Claytor Lake State Park. We have one at Kroger. Some of you have probably seen it going into Kroger in Fairlawn. We have one. Sorry, I'm so new to the game. I don't know.
We have one this morning that
Oh
went
yes,
in.
we had one this morning at Pulaski on Main in downtown Pulaski.
And then we're going to have one in Draper, aren't we?
There'll be
I believe?
one in Draper at the new creamery. And then there will also be one moving into Fazoli's in Dublin, right there off the interstate. They're going to be putting some information up for us as well. So yeah, there'll be 5, and then I think this is something that's going to probably continue to grow. We can find other places to put these, but just a great source of information to our visitors and people that live here too, because sometimes you can live somewhere forever and have no idea.
I had
the
a
gold
friend
mine
go
that
into
you're
the one in
sitting on.
Kroger's the other day and say, "Man, I didn't know all this stuff was there, and that's so cool."
They are
So
very
stop
cool.
by and check them out.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And then another project that we're working on in Pulaski County as well is a documentary that is being put together by a film crew about a
A klutzy horse and a wonderful trainer who took this klutzy horse and brought him back from Ireland and trained him here locally. Absolutely adored living in Pulaski County. Lived here forever. And the special bond that she established with this horse. The horse was called the Gray Goose, and I think she was Mama Goose at the time,
yes,
but
Mother Goose.
and she the film crew is looking at this. This horse became a world champion in all over the world in jumping and some of the things. I'm not into horseback, but a lot of the kind of things that horses do and people show horses doing. So we're real excited about having that film crew here, and hoping to work with them and
They have also fallen in love with Pulaski County, and
they said it's the most wonderful folks they've ever worked with, and we're just really glad to continue working with them and hopefully have a premiere of the film when it's over with in the Pulaski Theater. So we'll give them a little shout out too.
yeah, absolutely. So there's a lot going on. So we have the Weekender that goes out on the weekends. That you can see what's going on. If you have an event that is happening and you want us to add that to the Weekender or any of our information, you can definitely email that to us. My email is etolbert, ETOLBERT, at pulaskicounty.org, and we can make sure that information is going out as well. We want to grow that list. So.
Well, back the first of the year, I had just been on the board a couple of months, and we had our meeting, and the thing, when we talked about what our plans and our goals were for 2023, and we all got our chance to talk, and my goal was to celebrate. Let's celebrate all the good things going on. Mm-hmm. Let's celebrate our wins in Pulaski County, and man, we've just celebrated so much. I mean, it's just...
And continue to.
I mean, we've had 12 ribbon cuttings so far this year. Mm-hmm. I mean, we've got so many good things going on, and it's so easy to look at the negatives, but we like to focus on the positives, what's going on here in the county, and what we should be proud of, and what we've got here, and a lot of counties don't even, we've got broadband coming. I mean,
Fiber to the home for every house in Pulaski County. Yeah. Hopefully by the end of the year, it may run a little longer than that, but that's what they're still telling us.
Yeah. That is awesome.
That's going to be incredible.
I mean,
that's a game changer.
Ways,
particularly for my district in Ingalls, we're very rural.
Yeah.
And you get out in Snowville and Hiawassee, and it's. I tell people it's the biggest district, it's the most beautiful district, but it's very rural, and so having internet, a reliable, fast internet is very, very important, and it's a game changer for us over there.
Yeah, same thing. I've got Little Creek, and folks up there are just so excited. You've got a lot of contacts and relations on Little Creek.
Oh, yeah.
And, they're so excited about that. That's one of the first things I was asked when I got on the board. When's broadband coming in? And guess what?
Mm-hmm. When's it coming?
We're in the middle of working on it. I understand it's almost all the engineering and the pre-work is done, and then they're getting ready to start actually rolling it out in the near future. We had a target date of the end of this year. It may run a little past that, but it's coming, and it's a done deal. So
the funding's there. We're ready to go. We're just waiting on everything to fall in place. But
a lot of great things happen in Pulaski. Almost I can't keep up with them. I think
the broadband is the largest capital project we've ever done in Pulaski County.
So we've got the largest capital fund broadband. We've got the largest sporting event that's ever happened. I mean, look at all the good things going on. I'm so excited to be a part of it. I mean, again, I'm new. I'm the new kid on the block, but I mean, I've learned a lot, and I've really, really enjoyed working with these folks. And we've got such a great staff here in the county, and
it's a lot of hard work for everybody, but it's fun, and I think for all of us, Mike and myself and all the rest of the board, I think it's a labor of love.
It is.
You just you want to take care of where you live, and you want to make it the best place to be.
Exactly.
That's exactly right.
And I think, hopefully this is going to enlighten folks to some things that are going on. The fair kicks in next week. Let's have a big showing. Let's make Wednesday night one of the biggest nights of the fair.
I think it's so neat that you're doing that with the Merchants Knoll. And of course, the WBLB's always been there every year, so we'll be there every night. So we look forward to that too. Meet a lot of folks you hadn't seen since last year.
That's right.
And it's just a great community get together. And I'm always just so excited about the turnout.
It is about family, and it's about community.
It really is. It's so many folks, and we're just so glad that we have it, and you folks are working so hard to make it happen.
So, and the fair board's doing a lot too. We can't take all the credit by any means.
They're hard work.
That's what I was going to say.
They're pretty awesome.
Yeah, thanks.
A lot of hard work.
Thanks to Malcolm Booth, president of the Fair Commission, and all the folks that work so hard out there to make this thing pull together every year. So, most of those are farmers.
It takes a whole year to do it.
Yeah. Most of them are farmers, and they don't have a lot of downtime. So
that's it.
They put a lot of effort into it. We appreciate them, what they do, and giving us an opportunity to be such an important part of it.
And it
Yeah, that's
showcases the heritage of our county, which, although you want to move forward and be that next level community, you don't want to ever forget where you came from.
That's exactly right.
And that is just as important, because that is the reason that our community is special, because of where we came from and our family values and just the community that's here. It's a special place.
It really is. It really. I just feel grateful to be a part of it. WBL be a part of the community, and that's what we're here. That's what we're all about: is community and helping one another.
And we appreciate all y'all do as well.
That's that's what life's all about, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Is to help one another, and after you get past that and enjoy what you're doing, it makes life worthwhile. It really does, and we really, really appreciate you folks. And make sure we haven't missed anything. Do we need a retake on some of this to make sure the folks knows what's going on?
I
And
think if you're following us on the Pulaski County Facebook page, our social media, as well as the Visit Pulaski, Virginia Facebook page, it's all there.
okay,
So you
that's where they go to see what's going on and get all the dates
get
and
all the
that.
information there. Yep,
That's
it's
right.
all there.
And
And
again, we'll all be out at the fair next week shaking hands, and hopefully all the folks that are listening will stop by and see us. And
We'll be in the grandstands.
Yeah, be in the grandstands. That's
you ain't
right.
gonna be out there eating them funnel cakes or nothing like
I'm
that.
going out after the line dogs.
That's my
If
favorite.
I didn't,
Line
if I didn't come eat a
dog,
line
okay.
dog, Willard Acres would be at my house on the road. So,
I'm always supporting my Snowville Ruritan Club, because
There
they
you
do so
go.
much good work in the community, so.
Oh, that's right. They
Yeah.
have a lot of great vendors there.
Yes, they do.
And the food is good.
The
It's
food is
really- I
great.
don't say
Yeah,
that.
absolutely.
That line dog is just top of the line.
Yeah.
Well, and if
Yeah,
you're
they're
saving
awesome
money
as
on
well.
gate admission, you might as well just put extra money into the
Yeah,
food.
that's more-
A little bit of everything.
That just means more
What a
line
great
dogs.
idea.
That really is. It's great. And we really appreciate all you folks. And anytime we can be of help, our doors are open. We
Thank
want
you
to
so
help you
much.
any way we can. And y'all be sure to call us at any time on anything. And do we need to give a number or anything? What we have
Well,
to,
if you want to buy SRX tickets, which I highly recommend you do soon for the race, that is motormilespeedway.com is where you will /SRX. So motormilespeedway.com/SRX to purchase your SRX race tickets. And I definitely recommend, there will be a limited number of seats or tickets available the day of, which that Thursday, July 27th. But I highly recommend getting them
right. Well, that's
sooner
gonna be
rather
a
than
biggie.
later.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's gonna be so exciting. I'll have to try to get her and get one for my grandbaby. Oh, he's so excited.
I've had people asking me since before it was advertised, and they heard about it somewhere at another race, and so.
Well, that's great. My grandson, he had his birthday party up there,
Oh,
and so he loves it.
They
He
ride
loves-
go-karts.
Oh yeah, all that.
Because there's going to be a lot of activities around that race too. I mean, we've got Jared Stout doing a couple of sets of music for us. We've got the go-kart's going to run. I think we're doing some drag racing and another race, and so there's going to be. My
It's
jet
just
ski
gonna be
guys are going to be there advertising our
Yeah.
jet ski race. So there's a lot of other
That's
stuff
a
going
lot
on
of
as well.
exciting things, isn't it?
Gates
Yeah.
open. Gates
We-
open at 1, and then it's
Yep.
just goes from there.
We might pull a Ricky Bobby and have a foot race. You never
I'm
know.
there.
We-
Yeah. Or sack race, remember them?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Well, we just appreciate you folks so much being with us today here on Conversation with Kathy. We're so honored and pleased to have you here. And I guess it's about time for me to turn it back to Rodney, and we'll let him take us off. And be sure and call a friend or a neighbor and let them know that Conversation with Kathy is every Monday at 12:05, and we have got a lot of great guests, and we'll be telling you a lot more. We've got some good information about the fair and the race and all that we're telling the folks about, so we'll be informing you on that as well. So we appreciate you so very much taking time to be with us here on Conversation with Kathy at 107.5 FM and 1340 AM, Pulaski, Virginia.
Conversation with Kathy has been brought to you by Norse Funeral Services, 815 Randolph Avenue, Pulaski, Virginia. In your time of need, call 540-980-2600 for Norse Funeral Services, Pulaski Chapel. And listen again next time when Norse Funeral Services, Pulaski Chapel brings you another edition of Conversation with Kathy.